Newcastle are firming up interest in one of Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea stars. Newcastle have added Chelsea flop Marc Cucurella to their transfer shortlist as Eddie Howe looks to strengthen his Magpies squad in preparation for their Champions League campaign. The Spanish left-back has struggled to make the desired impression following his £60 million move from Brighton last summer, with new Blues boss Mauricio Pochettino prepared to move him on. Chelsea have Ben Chilwell and Lewis Hall as options in the same position, as the latter impressed in the back end of last season, though Cucurella could be involved in a transfer for the second time with Newcastle chief Dan Ashworth, according to the Sunday Mirror. The sporting director brought him to the Premier League from Getafe during his time with the Seagulls, before moving on to St James's Park. He is on their list of potential left-back targets along with Arsenal's Kieran Tierney, as the duo could each cost £30 million. Chelsea are ready to offload Cucurella for half of what they paid less than a year ago, as Todd Boehly and co need to trim their bloated squad as a result of £600 million worth of incomings over the previous two windows. Cucurella could join the likes of Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech, Edouard Mendy and Kai Havertz out the door in the upcoming weeks, as Pochettino will hope that his squad can begin to take shape ahead of preseason. While Howe will also look to get as much early business done as possible to integrate his new signings into the Newcastle team. In addition to a new left-back, midfield appears to be a priority area, as James Maddison and Nicolo Barella have been pinpointed as two players that could take the Magpies to a new level alongside Bruno Guimaraes. Howe has a long-standing interest in the England man, but Leicester are holding out for £60 million despite being relegated from the Premier League and Maddison out of contract at the end of next season. Barella was claimed to be on the verge of completing a move to St James's Park, but reports of his imminent arrival appear to be premature, while another Chelsea player that has interest from Newcastle is Conor Gallagher, though he is also admired by Brighton. While Newcastle will be aware of financial fair play concerns despite their Saudi Arabian owners boasting huge wealth and the club's influx of cash following Champions League qualification, sales will be necessary in order to fund moves for the likes of Cucurella and Maddison, with Alan Saint-Maximin thought to be one player considered for a sale. The tricky forward has admirers across Europe, including AC Milan, and the Magpies could part ways with their entertainer-in-chief if a reasonable bid is made for the Frenchman.